Now, you both are from Michigan, and I know you got a phone call that changed your life, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But now, Maddie, you were diagnosed with leukemia when?
April 7th of 2011.
Now, that's obviously not that long ago, but you're doing well now.
Uh-huh.
You're doing well. You're looking beautiful and glowing.
Thank you.
And I know you're excited to be in Traverse City. Now, Cheryl, when you found out about Maddie's leukemia, obviously there's a million things going through your head. What did the doctors tell you as far as her recovery?
They didn't really, because when we first got the phone call, we were actually driving in the car. And so we turned around and just had to admit her immediately. And then she was admitted immediately, given chemo. And then once she failed the chemo, our only option to save her was the bone marrow transplant.
Only option?
Only option.
That's it?
That's it.
And I know that you were tested the family members were all tested.
Yep. My husband and I and her 3 little brothers. Or bothers, as she calls them.
Bothers?
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. I'm going to remember that.
We were tested at 8 in the morning, and by 11:30 we knew none of us were a match. And by 1:30, all within the same day, they found 3 identical matches for Maddie.
Wow. Right. Identical matches.
Identical matches. 10 out of 10 is what the markers.
10 out of 10. Now, Maddie, what did you think when you got that phone call and said, hey, we've got a match for you?
I was excited.
What was the process like for you?
For Maddie,
like the transplant?
Yeah.
It wasn't like this big surgery at all. It was just basically an IV, and they give it to me, I guess.
So kind of like a blood donation.
It was, and it came in literally it was like a 3-ounce bag. We were all excited. We ran out into the hallway to the transplant. It had arrived, and we looked in the cooler and that's it.
Yes, I'm like.
It was literally 3 ounces, but she had a permanent port, and so it went in like a normal blood transfusion would.
So how as far as the leukemia, any cells left?
Nope.
0 leukemia cells left. Unbelievable. And this all came from one woman who you got to meet. Her name is Stephanie. And where does she live?
In New York.
She lives in New York.
Manhattan.
And when did you meet her?
I met her over the summer.
And what was that like?
It was really exciting. It was so cool to meet her.
What did you say to her? I mean, that's just amazing.
I said hi.
that is what you say.
Yeah.
She's young too. She's 20. I mean, maybe not young to you because I'm probably old to you as well. But someone that you never met has given you something that kind of essentially gave her a second chance at life. What would you have to say to her now?
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you know what, Maddie, we do have a little surprise for you. Stephanie is in Pennsylvania. As you know, she goes to school there. And I think she might want to say hi to you.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Maddie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So when was the last time you guys chatted?
I was interviewed by Meredith Grandma on the phone last time, and Stephanie was with us.
Yeah.
So, Stephanie, Maddie said she's feeling good right now. What do you have to say to Maddie all the way from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
I'm so happy that you're doing so much better. It's a huge weight off my shoulder just because I have been so worried, and just to know that, you're doing so much better, I'm so happy.
Now, we were talking to Maddie about the phone call they got. What about when you got that phone call and they told you that you were a match for someone like Maddie?
I honestly, I didn't know what to think. I was shopping at the time, and I got the phone call saying that I needed to have a decision by the next day.
Wow.
And to know that I needed to make a decision that quickly, I knew then that it was an emergency, so I said yes, and I knew what had to be done, and I'm just so happy that everything has worked out.
It's amazing. That's why we're doing this, is just to get the word out that the more people that are on the registry,
it's important.
You can save someone's life.
You could. Someone like Maddie right here. Stephanie, what do you have to say to those people who are considering it or thinking about it, or they're afraid that what if they do become a match? What do you have to say to those people considering donations?
To go, just do it. I mean, it may be scary at first, and you probably honestly don't know what to think, but just to see the outcome and what happens, it's a roller coaster. It is, and to just watch something good happen at the end just makes everything worth it.
Makes it all worth it. And we got Maddie here. You're here with us today. Anything else you want to say to Stephanie?
Thank you, Stephanie.
I would do it again.
In a heartbeat, I'm sure. Thank you so much, Stephanie, and thank you both so much.